The existence of God is one of the most fundamental questions in human history. It has a place in the history of thought, although almost every thinker has named it in different ways. They have dealt with the issue of the existence of God in accordance with their own system and way of thinking. Socrates called it daimonion, as a self-guiding being. Plato called it demiurge, which gives order to the universe and brings ideas into existence, while Aristotle was talking about the first migration, who gave the first movement to the world. They were actually discussing God, whom they saw as the source of existence and becoming. So why do we need a belief in God? Mankind has needed a power more powerful than itself because of the physical and metaphysical events that it could not explain in the world since the day it was first created. Thus, humans accept that there is a mighty God, believing that this great power does everything that humans cannot explain. Human beings instinctively accept the existence of a creator. In the 19th century, many events found a scientific explanation due to the developments in science, and many secrets of the universe became clear. For this reason, many people have gone to the path of denying the existence of a God. Some scientists claim that there is no order, plan, or purpose in the universe, and that everything is the result of chance. Alright, do you think the universe came into existence without purpose, without a plan, and by mere chance? Did the universe come into being by chance, as some scientists claim? Is there no order or purpose? Let's consider the answers to these questions scientifically. The result of the recent understandings of a new universe revealed by the data of modern science is not only the order observed in the laws of nature, but the fact that these laws have very critical settings and mathematical certainties. But first, let's briefly explain how the universe came into being. At the site of the solar system was a dust cloud consisting of only stellar remnants. The substances that formed this dust cloud began to multiply and combine over time. As heavy elements such as iron coalesced, an enormous mass was formed. This mass, which has gravity, has grown more and more over time, pulling every part of it to itself. Thus, the core of the sun was formed. The gravitational force exerted by the sun around it was enormous. With this gravitational force, it began to attract many elements to itself. The elements fused among themselves, forming fusion. Fusion created an incredible amount of energy. Rocks around the sun collided to form planets. One of these planets is the Earth we live in. With the Big Bang Theory, it has been scientifically proven that the universe had a beginning. Therefore, as claimed by theistic religions, the thesis that this beginning has an initiator, that is, a creator, began to be expressed more strongly. Famous scientist Stephen Hawking describes the astonishing situation as follows. The laws of science, as we know it now, contain many fundamental numbers, such as the quantity of the electric charges of the electron, the ratio of the masses of the proton and the electron. The surprising fact is that the values of these numbers seem to be very fine-tuned to enable the evolution of life. The relationship between the Big Bang and the present structure of the universe is so delicate and extraordinary that this suggests that the universe was specially designed for life and human beings to exist. Alright, what are the delicate balances mentioned in order for the universe to exist and become a living place? Let's take a look at a few of them together. If the rate of expansion 1 second after the Big Bang had been slower than 100 trillionth of a second, the universe would have collapsed before it reached its present size. If the Big Bang had expanded at a different rate, life would not have occurred. For example, without the force of gravity, the masses would not cluster to form stars or planets. Therefore, the existence of complex, smart life would be seriously hindered. If the gravity of Earth were less, the atmosphere would lose a great deal of water and there would be no environment suitable for life. We can cite many such examples. Everything is exactly as it should be for the creation of the universe and the formation of life on Earth. The only planet where humans plants and animals can live is planet Earth. Do you think this could be a coincidence? Why were there no deviations or deficiencies in the figures? Think of a palace, a huge palace. Every part of the palace has beautiful and wonderful engravings. Paintings on the wall, furniture, ornaments, doors, and windows are perfect. There are various kinds of plants and animals in the garden of this palace. All of these animals and plants have beautiful and different functions. While the children are looking at the palace with admiration, a man comes. The children ask who built the palace. The man says that the palace was formed by itself. The children look at each other in bewilderment. The man says the foundation of the palace was dug by itself. Then the stones for the walls of the palace came together and lined up neatly. The plaster on the wall formed spontaneously. Inlaid doors and windows were self-installed. Animals and plants came into existence by themselves and came to the palace. Could it be that the palace where the children were visiting built on its own? Do you think this is possible? A palace, a house, a boat, or even a small painting has a maker, a creator. As every work has an owner, there is a creator, an artist of the universe. When you wake up every morning with your breakfast ready and your school clothes clean and ironed in your closet, would you think that these events can happen on their own? While even the smallest actions have an owner, is it possible that the universe does not have a creator?